back to my channel. Today I have a monthly May message for all of the Sagittariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and dive right into your monthly message. So Sagittarius, we are starting out with the Observer, Desert with Vision Quest, and Align Your Life. Okay, Sagittarius, the heart of your reading here is Desert with Vision Quest. Now, I find this very interesting because your other message here is the Observer. The Observer is really this ability to be able to truly see things from a much higher perspective. It's really about being the witness and not really reacting to certain situations that occur in your life. And I feel that a lot of times that can be really difficult, especially if you're truly attached to certain situations, circumstances, and individuals in your life. Now, I want to point out that when you are the observer, okay, you are truly allowing yourself to just witness what is occurring, okay? And when we do that, when we allow ourselves to just witness what is occurring, we're able to gain greater insight, greater understanding about what is transpiring, right? And it's almost like seeing beyond what is currently in front of you. Now, the Vision Quest is ultimately a process by which you spend a few days out in the wilderness, okay? Now, there are a lot of places that do this, a lot of places that offer vision quests for you to partake in, where they put you out in the wilderness and they let you just be, right? And you're basically spending time alone. And the reason you're doing that is because you're needing some introspection, okay? And when you're spending the majority of the time out in nature, what you're doing is you're connecting with yourself. You're connecting with nature. You're connecting with spirit. You're connecting with a higher source in order for you to truly feel that connection and feel that you are a part of everything that is going on. Now, a vision quest typically can be a very life-changing experience for individuals, because a lot of times individuals, when they go through it, they get these profound visions and they get, such amazing revelations. And it's really about you uncovering bits and pieces of your life, of certain relationships in your life, of certain situations that or experiences that you have gone through, that you ultimately gain greater insight. And that is about the observer, right? A vision quest is ultimately about you being the witness, you being the observer, not interjecting your own thoughts or your own ideas, or just allowing things to sort of help you get a better understanding, a more balanced, compassionate understanding, okay? Your next message is Align Your Life, and it says what is not aligned or needs to change. Now, I do feel that you are going through this transformation period here, Sagittarius, where all of the fragments in your life that no longer fit in with who you are now sort of falling away, right? And I feel that this month it's really going to be a month where you're still going to need to really align yourself with the things that feel right to you or that are more in alignment with that of your highest good. And it's about you being one with nature, being one with yourself, being one with spirit, so that you could truly observe and sort of align yourself with with the aspects or the situations or the individuals that fit this new fragment of life. Okay. So it's almost like, yeah, so look, so it's like you've come to the end of a cycle, right? All of the things that you know are no longer serving you have now fallen away. And it's opened you up to being able to give more to yourself, to be more loving and nurturing to oneself. It's helped you create a better vision for yourself and helped you become more aware of where you need to fill in the gap, right? Like where you need to ultimately be the lover or the friend or the best friend and sort of give to yourself the things that you know you need to give to yourself. And I absolutely love this. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is a very what I want to say, it's a very supported type of energy. The Queen of Pentacles is this powerful woman who knows, this feminine energy that knows that they are supported, that they have everything that they need. All of their resources are being provided for them. She has no lack. There's nothing that's missing. She has everything that she needs. And I feel that by you spending time here, Sagittarius, in truly becoming one with yourself and identifying what fits in your life, I feel that you're going to come more into alignment, not only with your emotions and your spirituality, but also in your finances, right? Because this is where you're going to recognize how resourceful you are. You're going to recognize how all of this time, all these things that you have been lacking, that you feel that you have been lacking, you're going to recognize, I wasn't lacking this at all. This was just that I wasn't willing to give it to myself. I wasn't willing to provide myself with what I needed, right? And that's the beautiful thing about this, is that you know, this massive awakening that you're going through is helping you become more in alignment with who you want to become. Okay. It's important that you recognize here, Sagittarius, that you were never a bad person. You were never, and there was nothing ever wrong. There was nothing wrong with you. Okay. Like, I want to point that out right away. You are who you are. You are exactly who you need to be. But I feel that a lot of times, people's impressions of who they want us to be sort of hinder us from truly seeing that. And I feel that this whole vision quest and this whole aligning with the fragment of your life, with understanding that, you know, you have to reflect on the past pains. And yes, when you reflect on the past pains, it doesn't mean that they fractured you or that they sort of broke that part of you, because that part of you has always been whole. It's just the thoughts, the constant repeated, you know, pains of yesterday that constantly make you feel restricted. They make you feel like you are not perfect. But the truth is, you are perfect. You are beautiful, magnificent, and whole exactly as you are. And this is what you're needing to sort of break away from. You're needing to let go of those old beliefs about yourself. Let go of those old pains. Allow forgiveness to come in and sort of heal those old wounds, because you have so much more to experience in this life here, Sagittarius. Now, the thing with the Eight of Swords is that it's restrictive energy, but the one thing that stands out to me the most with this particular Eight of Swords is that, you know, it's the illusion. A lot of times our thoughts are, you know, when we're constantly replaying old stories in our mind, those stories sort of make us feel like we're not able to escape any situation that we're in, or we're not able to be that we're not able to walk away or let go of those types of things. And that's just an illusion, right? And so it's important that you recognize that you have a choice, and it's ultimately the choice that you make that ultimately creates your own reality here, Sagittarius. So let's dive a little bit deeper, shall we? So you have the Devil card here, which is about, the temptations that we often have. And no matter how you look at it, the Devil energy is all about choices. You get to choose how you see things, right? You can choose to stay in the illusion that you're bonded and that you're restricted and that you're unable to move and that someone's holding you back. You can totally make that choice. But again, it's about truly seeing things for what they are with the Vision Quest. Vision Quest is all about seeing things exactly as they are and recognizing that, sometimes our own thoughts can get the best of us. And so you ultimately have to seek the truth, right? Justice is all about truth. And it's all about, allowing ourselves to see the truth for what it is and making the right choice, right? There's a lot of times where people will use the phrase, be the bigger person, right? But the way that I look at that is it's not so much about being the bigger person. It's about choosing yourself over someone else's belief or opinion of you. So Sagittarius, I feel that that's ultimately the most important thing for you here. We next have the Page of Swords here, and this is about, recognizing that all of your experiences have taught you something. There is something that you have learned from your past, and understand that those experiences and all of those lessons have prepared you for where you are and where you are going. And it's important that you recognize that, you can face anything that you set your mind to. There isn't anything that you cannot accomplish. You're capable to face whatever comes your way. Now, with the World here, it's about understanding that there are cycles to each and everything, right? And the more that we resist the ending of something, the more that we resist, the more it will persist, the more it will push us closer and closer to the end. And a lot of times that actual resistance can be uncomfortable. It can feel daunting and challenging, and it will make it more difficult than it needs to be, but that's only because we're resisting the change that is meant to occur. And last but not least here, Sagittarius, we have the Tower card with the Empress in reverse. So the Tower is about destruction and enlightenment, right? And it's recognizing that when we align ourselves with the truth, we can no longer hide behind the pain. We can no longer hide behind illusions, because we now recognize that the truth is the truth, and there is no hiding from that. The truth will always reveal itself in some form or fashion. And so even though the truth can be unsettling and it can destroy our own belief system, and it can destroy our own foundation from which we stand upon, but it presents us an opportunity to create something new. We can either choose to live in the fear that our world is falling apart and that there is no hope at the end of the tunnel, or we can look at it and say, okay, this is my opportunity to align everything in my life to how I feel works best for me, that brings me the most joy, because I am resourceful and I can create the life that I ultimately want to create. And you can choose that, right? You can choose to look at it on the bright side. You can choose to observe it from a broader perspective and see it exactly as it is. Or you can choose to say, you know what, this isn't what I had envisioned for myself. Again, everything is about choice here, Sagittarius. So I feel this month it's really about you sort of being the observer. Witness what transpires this month and align yourself with what feels right to you. Align yourself with your heart's greatest desire. Align yourself with your intuition and your spirit team. And you're going to start seeing things flow magically into your life and everything sort of just falling into place. Do not resist what comes up. So Sagittarius, this is your message this month. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.